Welcome, everyone, to Grand Tactician the Civil War. This is the Confederate campaign. We started this a few months ago. In this latest episode, though, this will be the first time this campaign has been patched up to 1.03. And then we do get this campaign up to 1.04 patch. But you'll see the 3D units in this campaign series that's been ongoing for a while updated to the 1.03 patch. So you'll take a look at that and the Battle of Vandalia in the latest episode of Grand Tactician the Civil War. I was looking at the strategic situation, and we still haven't fulfilled the requirement for capturing 3 Union cities. We have Washington, we have Baltimore, and I'm wondering if city size is the determining factor. It has to be in Union-held territory. I guess we haven't captured 3 cities, because St. Louis would be considered Confederate-held territory. I wonder if Evansville will be considered a city. See, now Frederick has been captured, and that is not. So I wonder, what is the threshold for city size? Frederick is a size 4. Washington 8, Baltimore is a 10. That would be 3 cities in my mind. But that had got me thinking maybe we should, or ultimately we should, after securing Evansville, let's push towards Indianapolis, as Johnston can be the shield preventing these other Union armies from moving eastwards, while Johnston strikes at Indianapolis and to capture that city. If we need to get down to 25 national morale, or to get the Union down to 25 national morale, and I think we'll win the campaign. So that is the goal right now. We need to get down to 25. We have sent the 36th Army back, reeling. They are in retreat. I'd like to maybe send Buckner north to try to capture this depot. Buckner has been defamed. I think we are going to promote Longstreet and assign him to assign Longstreet to Buckner's corps. We're actually going to give Rains the promotion to division command. We'll give Lieutenant William Kirkland a brigade command. Longstreet gets the corps command. We do have a new shipment of rifles. Price gets first pickings. We'll give Longstreet the next round. Brigade getting some of the Enfield rifle musket. Oh, what did I do? So we will continue to pamper the Western Army. They get all the good weapons. We're going to try to keep pushing to the right here. I want to capture this depot. So that'll be Longstreet's first assignment. Hood will follow behind in a supporting role. Price has been tasked with guarding the rear. He is the rear guard. Armistead's corps is capturing Evansville currently. Archer will move forward and capture Vincennes, and then we'll move north. Pegram's cavalry from the Army of Kansas is capturing Leavenworth right now. And back east, we have just pushed the Union forces out. They have retreated to Pennsylvania. We've lost contact with most of the corps there. All right, Stuart's cavalry will be ordered to march ahead towards Elkton Depot on the Delaware border. Thinking of building a fort here to guard Frederick. We're starting to gain some more volunteers as our volunteer reserve has gone up to 6,600. Longstreet reports to us that he has forced the retreating Union Corps building that depot. General Cutler is on the run and has given ground. We're actually going to have Archer build a depot here. Unfortunately, Zollicoffer's army of Missouri still seems too small to even take this army of the West, who is about 30,000 strong. He might even be able to pull in. So there's still almost like 40 to 50,000 Union troops threatening St. Louis. As soon as Evansville is under our control, we are going to push north towards Terre Haute and then Indianapolis. We're going to assign 2 reserve brigades to Longstreet's command. It'll take about half a month for them to reach Longstreet. Preston's been assigned to guard the extreme left flank of the Confederate position in Maryland. Another city falls. It's got to be Evansville. Okay, so now that counts as 3 cities. I wonder if Washington does not count as a city because it's the capital. So that brings national morale down to 38 for the Union. Union's awfully quiet now. I don't see a lot of movement on their part. Archer looks ready to go. Oh wait, is he building a depot? We had him building a depot. So into June now, June 1862. And the Confederates are in full control of this campaign right now. Still very strange to me. It seems like Lee's Corps suffers from slow readiness improvement. Armistead is low on supplies. So 14 days to finish this depot in Indiana at Vincennes. Alright, Johnston wants to strike the Army of the Northwest at Vincennes and try to coordinate an attack with Hood and Price's Corps. Colonel Kershaw has... Ewell's preparing for a siege. Colonel Kershaw has recovered from his wounds. Why is Ewell preparing for a siege? Lee will try to break that siege along with Polk or Ann Magruder. Might have 2 battles about to... The first one will be out in the west. Ooh, 70,000. So the Union is able to finally call in for their reinforcements. Longstreet's 21 hours away. The Department of Ohio with 30,000 men. This might be a very interesting battle. Jacob Milligan commanding. We won't retreat. We will fight it out. If we can score a victory here, it should go a long way to reduce Union national morale. We might have to fight the battle defensively in the beginning. Our scouts report the enemy is near Vandalia, Illinois, and our army is to prepare for battle. We are facing Army of Northwest under command of Jacob Milligan with a strength of 16,000 men. The enemy army is green and the morale is reported to be stable. So, again, still very inexperienced Union army. We get to defend our position again, so this works to our advantage. We'll be able to guard Hunt's Ridge, which is a nice defensible position. Secured on our right flank with the stream here at Daniels, the Daniels house. I only see Price's Corps though. Hood should be arriving from over here. Alright, here's our initial dispositions. I've got trying to guard the right flank here. We've secured Hunt's Ridge. We've put some brigades under Raines' division, the newly promoted Gabriel Rains on the far left to guard against that. 2 of his brigades are held in reserve in case we need to actually send them to the right flank, but they are in supporting distance on the left if need be. I feel like the main thrust will come to our right flank. We can expect Hood's Corps to arrive any minute. So Hood will arrive. And then Longstreet is about a day's march away, with Wheeler's cavalry also about a day's march away. Which, actually, it is 7 in the evening, so I don't think much is really going to happen to start this battle on June the 12th. And Hood has arrived. Alright, so that does end the day. With Hood here now, we can actually move up. Alright, so on June 13th, here's our dispositions. We got Hood on the right, and Price has shifted his forces to guard the Hunt's Ridge, the forest area in there, and then Rains' division on the far left. So it is 5 in the morning. We have Cooper's Artillery Reserve guarding that right flank. It is still a light rain in 82. We have scared the Eastern Railroad objective. Oh, we did not actually secure Hunt's Ridge. If we send Richard H. Anderson's cavalry just to take that objective. So we're estimating the Union has about 60,000 men right now. And we do see some Union troops advancing along the road here. So they're going to attack our fortified position here along the fence, along the Eastern Railroad. Colonel Thomas Harrison's relatively inexperienced men, but they're well trained. Well, they have iron discipline, so they've seen some combat. Holmes arrives. Gracie will throw out some skirmishers to protect the flank there. So Union is trying to hit our right flank. We've got guns on all these brigades, though. Although they've got about 6 brigades here. And a 7th one appearing. We're actually suffering slightly heavier casualties than they are. Position these guns. Looks like some of the Union brigades are falling back, though. That's their inexperience and greenness. So Union forces have ballooned up to about 92,000. That's the estimate. We might have to shift some forces over to our right flank. So we're going to call up Maxey's brigade too for support. About 500 casualties on each side, though. So Union is massing an attack on our right flank. So they're going to try to overwhelm us with numbers. Here, Colonel Thomas Harrison suffering some heavy casualties now. Batteries from Cooper's artillery reserve are able to get some fire on the Union attack. I'm going to try to get Archibald Gracie's brigade to support Harrison. They are able to find a good firing spot with some cover. Garnett's artillery dueling with some Union at close range. Lines remain pretty secure though. To keep an eye on Harrison's confidence, looking pretty good. Slight advantage now with our casualties compared to the Union. Looks like they're assaulting Harrison's position. The Union force getting a little aggressive there. Second Brigade is trying to charge Harrison. Looks like Talaferro has wheeled his force to hit the Union on the flank there. Looks like there's about 3 brigades now. Mass of blue. Yeah, the Union is now starting to suffer some heavier casualties. So they have a lot of manpower on the field. They can... We are probably going to have to pull units from the other positions. Now again, with that much manpower that the Union has, if they are able to coordinate an assault at several different positions on our line, that would make for a very interesting predicament for us. Let's see. Hill's division in the center. Maybe pull Clark and Parsons. That leaves McBride and Stevenson. Can probably move B. So Wheeler and Longstreet still about 7 and 12 hours away. So Longstreet, though, should arrive a little bit after, sometime in the late afternoon. breaking through against Harrison's brigade. I'm going to have to probably call in Woodruff. Nope. The Union assault is set running back. You might want to have Harrison fall back as reinforcements are there. We'll have Woodruff take the place of Harrison. Harrison does not get into position. So the 3rd Brigade of the Union Army trying to take advantage of that situation. Union suffered 3,800 casualties to our 1,500. So the Union assault is taking its toll on their men. I'd like to get Woodruff in a good position along the fence there. Gracie's starting to suffer some heavier casualties. We'll use Fournay to relieve Gracie if need be. Jackson low on ammo. It's just the detachment, though. Some artillery, Union artillery on our flank. Not seeing any kind of major Union attack anywhere else along our line. It looks like they're just massed up their men on our right flank. And that is starting to take its toll. 7,000 casualties. How many reinforcements they have, though, that are available to come into play. Capture those guns. And we're going to have Gracie fall back. Fournay's brigade will take over that position. Not sure why Hayes' brigade is. Moving some of these troops on our right center here into this area. But the Union inexperience of their troops, especially out in the Western Theater, is very noticeable, as they cannot sustain their attack. I guess that's what they were doing. Capturing guns. So we've inflicted 11,000 casualties on the Union. It's time to press this attack. Oh, the Union has gotten in our rear. Wow. Just as I was about to unleash on these Union forces. Delafield, the division under Delafield. We got Anderson's cavalry. The only thing guarding our extreme right flank. We have to pull Gracie over. Harson's was about to help in finishing off this Union force, but I'm going to have to pull him over. So yeah, now I'm going to have to scramble. I'm going to pull Raines' entire division. So maybe even an entire corps on our extreme right flank. Pull Breckinridge over. Harrison and Gracie thought they were going to be able to take a break for the rest of the day. So Anderson's cavalry is just going to try to slow down this advance. We're going to pull Fournay over here too. Start pulling everything over. We're going to abandon this position here in the woods. At least this Union force has completely disintegrated, so we can start pulling troops over to address our flank. So lots of our forces are on the move. We lost one of our objectives. Although Longstreet, although we do have Longstreet, still about 4 hours away. And the Union attack on our right flank, because it has failed so miserably, Now they don't have anything to keep up the pressure on that flank. If they were able to keep up the pressure along this line here, that could create some big problems. Now we can focus our entire attention on this Union Corps that has tried to outflank us. Gracie's low on ammo, though. So, now that the Union has our full attention on our rear and flank, we are able to, looks like we'll be able to send in enough force to take these guys out. Now I can't, now I just got to get enough force on them. We can really eliminate a lot of Union forces here. They had more brigades too. I wonder if they are back along the Daniels Road. Looks like they are now scrambling. Like, this doesn't look good. Halleck is withdrawn. I want to make these guys pay. I'm sending in McBride and Maxey. Take this objective back. 14,000 casualties on the Union side to our 6%. So our flank and rear is resecured. We have abandoned our left flank completely. Although we have a gun and a brigade guarding. All right, there's another brigade, a Union brigade defending the Daniels objective. Jennison withdrawn, Coster withdrawn, Eli withdrawn. So the Union flank attack is rejected. We've retaken our objective. Surprised the Union hasn't called for the retreat yet. Finally, the call to retreat has commenced. We have about 18 seconds to score some more casualties. Stevenson pushed back. Not going to get the major, but did inflict 15,000 casualties against the Union at 24% of their force compared to our 3,600. So that concludes the Battle of Vandalia. I hope you enjoyed this latest episode of Grand Tactician the Civil War, the Confederate campaign. If you are here for the first time, check out some of the other videos, the start of the campaign or even the Union campaign. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, or leave a comment, or I just appreciate you watching my videos. Thank you, and I hope to see you on the next one. Take care.